Hi guys, this video is going to answer all your queries on how you can crack your CSET in the very first attempt. In fact, not just crack it, but ace it. See, I'm going to give you all the guidelines, tips, tricks, and whatever possible to make sure that we reach there, right? I want all of you to get a 150 plus in your CSET exams this time. This is CS Shilpi Periwal, and do watch the video completely to make sure that you ace your CSET. And if you like this video, do hit that big fat like button and also subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon to make sure that you receive notifications. This channel is all about CS things under one roof. We'll not just teach you, upload study materials, upload a few classes, but also give you all the notifications, tips, tricks, interviews, whatever possible from our end, right? So now let's move forward. See, how are we going to make sure that you actually ace your CSET in this very attempt? I'm going to, in fact, not just me, we as a team are going to show you that roadmap, show you that entire plan on how you can move forward on it. But walking the path is what you have to do, right? And we as a team will make sure that we help you hold your hand and walk right to your destination. Okay, so what do I need in return from all of you? A few lakhs of rupees? Kidding. What I need from all of you is 100% discipline, faith in what we tell you, right? Just have faith, just have that belief, and with a lot of discipline, go for it, guys. See, in today's time, no, it's not just about being motivated or about the smart work and the hard work. The most important thing is discipline. You know why? Because, see, I'll just tell you a story, okay? You know, all these actors, athletes, Akshay Kumar, Virat Kohli, they are very disciplined in their approach. They get up like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. Do you really think that they are motivated to get up at 4 a.m. every day? It's not possible, right? It's humanly impossible to be motivated about the same thing every single day. All of you would be knowing that Akshay Kumar is the person who has been waking up at 4 a.m. since years. No one in his house wakes up at 4 a.m. No one pushes him to get up at 4 a.m. But he does it. Not because he's motivated to do it every day, because he has trained his mind to be disciplined about it. See, when we were kids, no, even if whether we felt like waking up or not, we used to wake up on time and go for our school. Correct? Why? It was our parents or grandparents or elders in the house who actually encouraged us to be disciplined that way. But as we have grown up, we lack that factor. There's no one who's standing on our head and telling us, you need to be disciplined, you need to do this, you need to get up on time, you need to eat this thing. That doesn't happen. We are supposed to be taking charge of it on our own. And this is where we let ourselves go. So this is not the thing to be rebellious about. I want you all to be extremely disciplined in your approach to studies. If you have made a plan, made a schedule, just stick to it. Show up, okay? If you've decided you're going to wake up at 5 a.m. and study for the next 3 months, show up. Get up, study, show up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, whether you feel motivated or not, it's not about what you feel. It's about, as a discipline, you need to get up and do it. And then only you'll succeed, my friend. All right. So, see, if I'll tell you my story, when it came to my CS executive exams, I was not a very late night owl kind of a person. I used to actually wake up at 4 a.m. 2 to 3 months before my exams and study. And this has been said not just by our saints in science now, but that morning, we call it the Brahma Muhurat time, right? That 4 a.m., whatever you put inside your brain, it really, really sticks to you. You will remember it much, much, much better. Do try this out. Okay. So now I'm going to give you 5 tips and tricks on how you can actually ace your CSET this attempt. Okay, so let's get started with your 5 golden nuggets of wisdom. The first golden nugget of wisdom is the most important thing is your study material. Yes, it is your study material, not any other book which you come across. See, even we provide you our material, but the thing is your study material. Even our material has basically been derived from the study material only, right? We have just changed the presentation to make it a little more attractive. But the main thing for CSET is reading each and every single line of your study material. Don't skip anything. Do not think that this is just an MCQ exam. There is no negative marking. We'll, just go through the MCQs and be able to crack CSET. No, it does not happen like that. You have to read the study material really, really well. In fact, study material should be read with you need to give it 2 thorough readings. And even for revision, you should be able to skim through the pages while revising your study material. For all the subjects, this is the most important thing. Your study material, and on the ICSI website, you get the CSET bulletins also. That is also very, very important. We would be discussing all those also with you in our further videos. Okay, so do not ignore the study material. Give it your 100% focus, 100% attention, and you are sure to crack your exam. Why? Because MCQs for CSET will come only from your study material. It will not come from outside. You don't need to read too many books outside. It will come from your study material, right? So give it the most attention possible. Now, second thing, which is very, very important, is you need to have conceptual clarity. I just cannot focus on this enough, guys, but conceptual clarity is the most important thing for CS. See, you will find a lot of people who will tell you it's just theory, right? CS is just a theory exam. The papers are just theory. You can just, what is there to be conceptual about it? It is not the theory papers the way it was in your school. It is not. In the school, when we had this history, geography papers, you people felt just mugging up and vomiting on the paper would be enough, right? But it's not like that with CS. It's not about mugging up at all. It is all about understanding the concepts. Very few words also, if you for example, if I'll tell you year, okay, YEAR, year. What do you understand by the word year? Some of you might understand 1 year, some of you might understand from 1st Jan to 31st December, some of you might understand from 1st April to 31st March. See, law defines every word also. Okay, say year, there are 2 types of year: financial year, calendar year. For income tax purpose, it is some other things. For law, we have, if only year is mentioned, we would assume calendar year. But sometimes financial year is mentioned. So the same word has different implications. Okay. Another classic example of this, the importance of conceptual clarity, if I tell you, the second example which I would like to tell you is for the word instrument. What do you understand by instrument? When we were doing our chemistry classes, instrument was probably that test tube, that beaker. Okay. Or when you are going for your shooting, if you're a photographer, you're going for your shooting, your instruments would be your tripods, lights, correct? Now, what is instrument in legal language? You know what is instrument? It is basically a document, okay? Any legal document like a will, a bond, a transfer deed, all that is referred to as instrument in the legal language. This is all which you need to know because you are studying law. And we've not come to CSET with the aim of clearing only CSET, right? We are pursuing CSET because we want to become company secretaries. And that's as good as a lawyer for the company. So you need to understand all the legal terms, not just theoretically, but also practically, correct? So conceptual clarity is the most important thing. See, CSET, you'll get MCQs fine. But in CS executive, you will be at a loss because there are so many case studies, so many things which comes in CS executive, which you need to apply your mind. And this base building is done in CSEET. So you're not studying CSEET just to be clearing this level. This is what you are laying your foundation stone. You're laying your foundation stone to become a company secretary. That's so important, right? So make sure you do it with a lot of love, affection, willpower, interest. And you should have that thing, I've got to go for it kind of a feeling you should have, right? So that is how you need to study for CSEET. This is your foundation stone for the building which you're going to create. That building is your life, right? Your CS life, your career, correct? So that is the second most important point. Be really, really clear on the concepts. Conceptual clarity is very, very important in your CS. Okay. The third thing which will help you crack CSET is, okay, this is like basic. Okay, all of you know about it, but this is the most important thing. So I also need to tell you all again. Lots and lots of MCQ practice. Yes. Now see, you will not get the same MCQs which you have practiced, okay? But reading through those MCQs, seeing the 4 options and solving it under a time frame is going to give you enough practice for that main exam over there, right? So that is why you need to practice lots and lots of MCQs as much as possible, 3,000, 5,000. It's not about the fact that whether the same MCQs will come in the exam or not. Okay, like see, we have this 1,000 MCQ book, which the students say, ma'am, will the MCQs from the exam come from this book? No, it is not possible to do it like that. Yes, it would be similar. Like, how many questions can you make out of the thing? So yes, it might be similar, but the options might be different that they give you an exam, right? So it's not about just solving the MCQ and then going for the exam. It's about understanding the concept, getting enough practice by solving MCQs. All right. So the solving of MCQs, why it's important is because see, the options would be very close to each other. And when you read the first option, you would be like, yes, this is the answer. But when you read all the 4, you might get a little confused if your conceptual clarity is not good. Okay. So a lot of MCQ practice will help you in time management and in understanding between close options also what is the right answer. So this is again a very, very important feature. And then what's the 4th part? Okay. The 4th part is not like I wake up 10 days, 15 days before the exam, I study hard and I just go and crack it. I'm not saying it's not possible. Yes, it is possible. But why take chance, right? Why take chance? So better is to study consistently with a lot of discipline. From 15th September, we would be starting to put out videos on our channel. We'll premiere it live. And this is going to help you prepare for your portions, prepare for all your subjects. We would be covering, like, it would not exactly be a crash course, but more than crash course, but little less than a detailed course. All right. So this will help you to cover your portions fully. So I would suggest you, if you have not started studying till now, take a benchmark, 15 September. Okay. I would suggest to start it from now itself. But in case, you are occupied with some festivities and all, mark it as 15 September. I will start my studies. And put up a schedule. Every day, 4 hours, I would be studying. And 4 hours would include probably watching the videos and studying, reading, solving MCQs, everything. Do it like that. Take out 4 hours every day and kickstart your preparation. See how lovely it would go till your exam. Do it consistently. As I told you, with a lot of discipline. Not motivation, not what you feel, not whether you did not get a good sleep or not at night, so you cannot wake up. Nothing to do with all that. They are just excuses which is running in your head. You have to wake up means you have to wake up. Full stop. And another thing which I would like to tell you is don't just read the portions, finish the portions, and keep on going thinking that the last 15 days I would be solving MCQs. No, solving of the MCQs should happen together. Okay, so for example, today, if you finished first chapter of legal aptitude, then next day or the same day, you should be solving MCQs also of that portion. This will help you in revision also, and it stays in your mind. If you do something like you are going through legal aptitude, first chapter today, second chapter tomorrow, third chapter day after tomorrow, and then after 1 month you go back to the MCQs, it's not very effective way to be doing it. Okay, so do it like today, whatever you have studied, you should be solving the MCQs the next day itself. In the future videos, I would share a plan with you also if you are interested, what kind of a study format to follow. And this comes not just from my experience, but from the experience of hundreds of my CSEET students who have already appeared, cleared, and they are all in their executive level right now. Okay, this is the fourth thing. Now, the fifth thing is, which I guess generally no one would tell you, because this point is the most often ignored point. Do you know what is that? Read the instructions given by ICSI really, really, really carefully. See, I have actually had a few of my students come up and tell me their exams got, all of you know, this is by remote proctored mode, right? It would be an online exam. So many of them came and told me that, ma'am, our exam, we gave it fine, but then finally we got a message that you have used unfair means in your exam and they are not accepting it. Why was that? See, there can be various reasons for that. So you need to make sure for a few things. Like, for example, make sure no one disturbs you in the room when you're giving the exam. Make sure your eyes are on the screen. You know, you are not trying also to keep some book here and there, and then you're trying to look down and look up. The camera catches all that. Okay. And if there is any problem, like your system crashes or there's a load shedding, the exam would start again when you log it in. Okay. So read all the instructions given by ICSI very, very carefully. What kind of a webcam you need, what kind of a speaker do you need, whether the speaker is working properly or not. You should not be having any pen and paper in front of you for solving any questions. The silence should be there in the room. There should be no other face, no other person with you. And they also conduct this mock exam, okay, before your CSEET. Make sure you attempt the mock exam. It gives you that real exam-like feeling, which is very important. So read all the instructions very, very carefully, which is given by ICSI, all the helplines to ask if there's any doubt. You could ask us also if there is any doubt. This is also very important. It should not be like you prepared well, you gave the exam, but because of a small mistake, it could not happen. And then you'll have to again reattempt it the next time, right? So reading the instructions is also very, very important. So make sure you follow these 5 golden nuggets of wisdom. That is basically just give a lot of importance to the study material, study with conceptual clarity, study with a lot of consistency and discipline, practice lots and lots and lots of MCQs, and read the instructions carefully, and give the mock exam of ICSI. Once you do all these things, there's nothing that can stop you from clearing CSEET this very attempt. As I told, not just crack it, but ace it. So stay tuned, guys, for more videos. Till then, bye-bye. Thank you so much.